So Destiny reacted to a video of mine where he spread total misinformation and he made some really bad arguments. So here's my response.
How Destiny sold his soul by Moosterton. Somebody said he's made 3 videos on me. I don't know if I watched any of them.
So I'm going to start a couple of minutes into his reaction because he doesn't say anything important for the first 2 minutes. Now he's maliciously a part of that unfair, messed up practice.
Oh, and also, you reads keep posting shit on my subreddit about like
oh my god,
stealing content, blah, blah,
only
blah.
5K subs, why bother?
This guy posted this video like 7 times in my sub saying, I bet he's gonna ban me because he won't view this. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll watch it.
This is completely untrue. It's just a lie. I never posted these videos on his subreddit once. Certainly never with a comment like, oh, I bet he's gonna ban me. Like, I don't know how to prove this beyond doubt. Like, across the 2 videos, there were 8 or 9 fully fledged accounts posting them on his subreddit. If you look at those accounts, you can clearly tell they're different people with widely different interests. Like, here's one of them from username The Sauce Boss. Like, there's my video, right? Which either Destiny or his mods deleted from 1 month ago. Okay, you know how you can tell this isn't me? The guy does mouse reviews. I'm not that much of a nerd. Oh, and he has a white hand. I think that may not be me. It's impossible for them all to be my alt accounts. Running them would be my full-time job. I wouldn't even get to sleep. I also didn't tell anyone to post this. I don't have a Discord channel to do that kind of thing. You will never find proof that I was involved in spamming his Reddit in any way because it didn't happen. I'm also just not a sort of self-promo-y type of dude because I still haven't killed the part of me that cringes enough to let me do that. Is it so hard to believe that I have some Destiny fans in my audience and I made a confrontational kind of video, so obviously they'd want to stoke that drama? Now it's possible when Destiny says this guy, he's not actually referring to me, but in that case I think I'm still right to correct him because it does seem like he's pointing the finger at me.
So if you imagine if I watch his whole video and I don't react. Oh my god.
The link to my video is being insta-deleted on his subreddit, even though it doesn't break any rules. There's 1 deleted thread, 2 deleted threads, oh, lucky number 3, 4, 5 deleted threads. I mean, come on, they're working overtime. And I thought, huh, that's weird. But maybe it's just some mod on the warpath. I mean, internet Jannies, right? What are you gonna do? Okay, for all these people in his chat saying how many times did he post it, or like spamming the sub, or self-promoing, bro, it literally wasn't me. I don't know what to tell you. They were different people. Take it up with your own weird community. But then I see a few days later, Destiny himself bans the URL to my video in his chat. Okay, now this did really surprise me. I don't think people were spamming it like crazy. I'm full.
I think that people were spamming it, but
sus. This kind of feels like a half lie to me. I mean, there are logs of this. So over the course of 2 days, I think I found about 6 occasions where Destiny was asked to watch it on stream, and then another like 5 or 6 times where people are just sharing it with each other. I personally don't think that's crazy spam unless you're looking to avoid it for some reason, but sure. And are those all my alt accounts as well? I'm actually a time traveler, you know, that's how I managed 17 different burner accounts across different platforms just to get Destiny to watch this one video. To mention, there was even more sussy shit before his admission moment.
Sussy
this
baka.
Tweet. Hot take, everyone has been raging at React streamers and YouTubers for, quote, stealing content, but adblock has done 100 times more damage than copyright violations ever will, and everyone in the industry would agree. I'm not sure who the he's talking to. There's so much wrong here. Firstly, I like how he put stealing in quotation marks, as though it's ambiguous whether or not he's stealing, when he knows it isn't. Oh, it could be stealing, could be not. We could argue.
Well, it's legally and morally and like physically ambiguous, right? Obviously, stealing a limited good is a lot different than stealing intellectual property. Not to say this, you can't steal intellectual property, but I mean, it is a materially different thing, or immaterial, you could even say.
He's better than this. Actually, why am I saying that? Clearly he's not. When did I say stealing intellectual property is exactly the same as every other kind of theft? Just because they're different doesn't necessarily mean they're any more or less ambiguous. There can be clear-cut cases of stealing intellectual property, and that comes with harm, as I demonstrated in my original video. Now, if you disagree with the harm part, discuss that. You're wrong, and your past self also seems to think you're wrong.
And it almost works as a perfect substitution, and now your video is going to get used as my like, what the fuck? Like, that seems to be like really messed up.
Not to say this, you can't steal intellectual property, but
oh, well then why go on that whole inane spiel? Are there edge cases with React content where it's possibly or probably even not stealing? Yeah. Are there also a lot of times where Destiny straight up stole for his own benefit? Also, yes. Imagine Destiny starts publishing ebooks. He takes the entirety of someone else's book, let's say Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and like once occasionally, like every 20 pages, he does some off-the-cuff garbage annotations on the margins. And then he sells that entire book with his occasional annotations out for profit as Destiny reacts to Harry Potter. We would all recognize that as a market substitution, and that it is plagiarism, it's stealing. And the thing is, I actually think it's a lot worse doing this on YouTube because of how the algorithm works, which I explained in my other video. Like there's one guy in chat saying, oh, so much harm, sending more views to a YouTube channel. That's the conventional wisdom, but it's just wrong.
As a content creator, I have, actual numbers for how beneficial reaction content is to the original creator. The answer is much.
What he should be doing in both cases is taking sections of the original work that are relevant to the analysis he wants to make and then publishing that. Not publish the entire original work as your own. He himself has called it stealing in the past. He has said that it's a messed up practice. I don't know if he goes through temporary bouts of Alzheimer's or what, but he just ignored it. About it. Secondly, who is everyone raging? Bro, zoom out for a second. Big picture. Nobody cares. There's like 3 people who consistently rage about React content, and I'm one of them.
3,000 subs. I'm good.
And even I don't care that much.
Wait, is this video even about? Oh, I thought this video was going to be a big criticism video, but it's just him being mad for 10 minutes that I didn't watch his other video.
He's such a loser. Tell me one time I indicate I'm mad that he didn't watch my video. Like, I know maybe it comes across that way, but actually think about it and quote me. The only things I said in that video was that I don't like his hypocrisy and that it seemed like he was avoiding the topic as a whole by banning all that shit. How does me being surprised at all this banning and making note of that mean that I actually want him to watch it on stream? I even specifically said that I don't think he's running away from me personally, and I don't think he even recognizes me. And I obviously don't think he was like running away scared of me or anything, but it does seem pretty likely he was kinda avoiding the topic. I also said it's completely fair for him to not engage with the video. But hey, whatever. No man should be forced to watch a video. What I wanted to do was start some shit because he knowingly steals content. I don't care if I'm never mentioned, if he never watches my video. This was always just about the topic, about the hypocrisy, about React content. I know he's lost his ability now, but I actually care a little bit about this argument. Like, I've made videos criticizing Destiny before, and I never tried to post it anywhere, never tried to get his attention. I just let the YouTube algorithm do its thing. Now, if other people who watch that think that the criticism is worthy enough to put pressure on him, then great. But I personally, honestly did not care if he watched my video or not. So to be characterized like this so nonchalantly and lazily, I don't know, that's kind of shitty. This is one of those things, it's like saying you mad bro, where the other person can't win no matter what they say because they'll always seem mad.
Oh, does he think my tweet was inspired by his video? I think my tweet was inspired because in general there's been like a big wave of every time Twitch does a thing where they was it Twitch or YouTube? Every time Twitch does a thing where they update like their ad blocker or whatever, or when somebody like figures out an ad blocker update, then nobody's ad block works anymore, then people get mad. And I think something like that had just happened recently. I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna cry about ad block again or whatever.
Okay, the ad block part of the tweet I understand was because YouTube was testing out a way to stop ad blockers, but it was the everyone raging at React content part that made me think that anti-React stuff is getting to him. But again, I don't think it was inspired by me personally, like I'm some boogeyman in his dreams. It was the general sentiment in his community or subreddit, which just happened to be mostly driven by me. I mean, that's just a fact.
I don't know. I feel like big streamers make so much money. Do you really feel like you need that much more? Like in such a scumbaggy way? Because most people have zero fucking moral.
What am I even talking about in these videos? I'm so curious. I feel like I'm talking about like crypto scams here or something.
I can tell you what he was talking about. He was talking about shady sponsorships like G2A and CSGO gambling. But how does that context change my point that you're doing something wrong for extra clout and money?
All these streamers got fucking huge of just stealing other people's shit, okay? And all they do is they watch people shit, fucking either play games or do something.
For me personally, I would never directly rip somebody's YouTube channel and then put it on my shit, because that seems like a really fucking bad idea.
All right, that's it. Bye-bye.
Well, I'm curious what I was.
Problem
I
is
feel
that-
like I'm referring to a lot of different things in some of these clips. What was I referring to there? Because it looked like you brought up a tweet where somebody was re-uploading people's videos wholesale. But okay.
I mean, is what you do often that much different? You are essentially straight up re-uploading with your face in the corner. What was that ContraPoints video? I'm not going to seriously argue that you transformed that significantly. The context is Destiny DMCA'd a Sargon video, because Sargon clipped a 30-second segment out of a Destiny video and uploaded that to his channel without any additional commentary and put a negative title on it. So it's not like he was criticizing React content per se, but this was the only clip in this video that I would count even comes close to a clip chimp. Anyway, as a summary, after all this, he still just kind of weaseled away from the actual criticism of stealing content. This is the fundamental issue. Does he think it's okay to do? If so, why? How does he contend with all the arguments that suggest it isn't okay? And how does he contend with the times that he himself has shown that he understands it's messed up? Okay, this is another issue with React content I haven't mentioned, but it applies especially to how Destiny does it. They are super disorganized thoughts. Often doesn't get his facts straight. A lot of his added commentary is often just him misunderstanding the video or inanely pointing out something that was already addressed. I'm not going to find examples. We all know it's true. This happened in the ContraPoints video. This has happened a lot of times. Watch him deal with any drama over the years. He's legit garbage at it. Like, compare that to political debates where he prepares and usually knows the topic like really well. The quality of his comments, like, it's night and day. And for people watching this, don't post this on the subreddit. It's not worth it. It'll just be banned, or most people there won't care anyway. Also, all the people saying I'm doing this for clout, firstly, it shouldn't matter, right? Just contend with the actual arguments I'm making. Secondly, clout-wise, this kind of super niche micro internet drama back and forth is generally a horrible way to grow. What I should be doing is making interesting content about broad trending topics. Like, for example, addressing the red pill over and over for a year, even though it got boring more than 6 months ago. All right, I guess that's it. See ya.